Hello everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to the Daily Zone, the daily video on this channel. Me, your host, yours truly, Calvin, whatever you want to call me. I hope you're all having a fantastic Thursday. First, want to start off, I do apologize for not being on here yesterday. I had the guy come look at my bathroom, and the second he left and I saw my grandmother get in her car and she left my house, I went straight to bed. I was like, it like totally blinked out of my mind that I needed to record a Daily Zone, and I was just like, sleep is calling me, and then I touched my bed and I was gone. Bright side, I woke up today at like 1 in the morning. I played Outer Worlds 2, had an absolute blast. Do you have news? I mean, I mentioned it in the episode, but now that I can, my like Daily Zone video where I can yap. There's been news that there's not going to be an Outer Worlds 3 because it undersold and underperformed, and I think Avowed also undersold and underperformed, which is really tragic. While in my opinion, they weren't the greatest games, like, sure, there were other things that did outshine them, in my opinion. I don't think they were bad. They certainly had problems, and I think that's mainly because of how they synced up with, like, releases, because, like, obviously they came out in the same year, which meant they were spreading themselves thin with Grounded, Avowed, and Outer Worlds 2. So, like, you know, they were having to probably move people back and forth, and, you know, the whole team wasn't focused on a single project, you know? And I do think that came out with a worse kind of product. Like I said, they're good. They're not bad, but they're not crazy. Like oh my god, my game of the year. Like, it certainly made the list just because I like Obsidian. I like the games they make. Like I said, they're good games. They're not like, they're like good, solid 6 to 7 out of 10 games. You know, like if like 4 is something, I'd be like, I'm probably not. Like 6 and 7 is pretty good. That's a pretty good place to be. Like, I'm gonna enjoy it. Honestly, I would probably kick it up to like a 7 and 8. If like Cyberpunk and Deltarune and Kingdom Come are like 9s and 10s, they're like a 7 to 8. Honestly, more like a 7. They're like a solid 7 game, like 7 out of 10 game. Avowed maybe a little lower, because I do think it really, the reason I liked Avowed as much as I did is because of the world and like the world building, not so much for the characters and the story. The characters and the story was okay. Wasn't my favorite, but the world of Aora is just like, I mean, my first homebrew D&D world, I definitely called it Aora. So, but yeah, I mean, it's sad news. It does suck. But I know they'll pivot to something and it'll be good. All that means, if you look at it, if you don't look at it on the bright side, if you really enjoyed Outer Worlds 2, is that they're gonna take that team. And that team is either going to go to Grounded 2, or it's going to go working on to the next Pillars of Eternity game. And I'll be honest, Outer Worlds 2 is fun. It's cool. But I'll never say no to some more Pillars of Eternity, be it the the thing they tried with Avowed, or another top-down like TTRPG. I'm down for whatever they want, man. Like, give me more Pillars of Eternity, and we're having a great time. Hold on. I gotta make sure my playlist does not get me copyright striked. Copyright strikes. And then another thing, I'm actually not gonna talk about it because it's a bit controversial and people are still speculating, and so I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna say anything because I know better when to hold my mouth sometimes. But yeah, guys, I just wanted to cop on here, be like, I'm sorry, talk a little bit about Avowed and Outer Worlds 2. I'm continuing to play that. I'm really enjoying my time in Outer Worlds 2. So I'm really gonna get cracking, pumping out episodes, having a good time. Obviously, I played Lords of the Fallen and a Cyberpunk mod pack. Obviously, I've only played 30 minutes of the mod, like Cyberpunk, and like, you know, I can't judge a thing in 30 minutes. But I'm gonna give it a few more episodes, see how I'm feeling about the mod pack. If it's enough to keep going, I will keep it going. If I think it's not changed enough, I might pivot to a Starfield Star Wars playthrough. I just really need to see how I'm feeling. Because like, I enjoy Cyberpunk. But I wanted a mod pack that really added a lot. And I don't know if this was the one. Beyond that, there's also Lords of the Fallen. I'm having a blast with that game. I do apologize. The first episode, the audio is all jacked up. It's super loud. And I'm like trying to yap and the game is the same volume as me. So like, it just didn't work out at all. But I was having a good time. I'm super excited. Hopefully it's not too difficult and I can get through it as a Souls game. And I had other games. I've done a little pruning on my catalog just so I can start kind of focusing on games, because I was realizing I was starting to spread myself too thin. I was like, I want to play this game, and I want to play this game, and I want to play this game, and I was like, I don't have enough time to play all these games. So for now, I think I'm going to Lords of the Fallen, Cyberpunk. I'm going to alternate the days I record them on. So like you'll get like Cyberpunk Monday, Lords of the Fallen Tuesday, Cyberpunk Wednesday, Lords of the Fallen Thursday. And every single day I'm going to shoot to get an Outer Worlds 2 video out there, just so we can be constantly progressing through it. Because I would like to finish Outer Worlds 2 before midnight comes out. Because like I said, while I may not do too much post, like the release weekend, I'll probably do some streaming and that sort of thing, just because I like chilling and hanging out with people on release. Post that, I don't know how much content I'll be recording in WoW. Obviously I'm gonna be playing the crap out of it. I just got the meta achievement for The War Within today, which was pretty sick. I got lucky in 2 like 80 to 85 minute rare spawns in Koresh spawn, and I was able to go kill them back to back, and it was so good. But yeah, I'll probably stream the release. We'll have a good time, be a nice big stream. I'll go through the story. We'll get through all the storyline. I'll do some of the quests. Once I get to end game, that's basically where I'm gonna go do my open world clearing content, and I don't know if anybody would be wanting to watch that, because WoW's kind of my chill game. It's like I can turn off the brain and then I just run around in bear form and just don't die. And have a good time. Because I'm not a Mythic Plus pusher. I'm not a raider. I'm a delver. I know people are going to hate that, but I'm going to be honest. I get geared to heroic tier just doing delves, and I'm just fine with that. I'm just fine with that. It's great. And they seem to have a lot of content that I can do, so I'm very excited to test it all out and yap about it. That was a lot. Obviously, I'm still playing the Minecraft server. I've not played on it a lot this week because I've been obviously juggling a bunch of other games. But I am. So here's the deal. My cousin and his friends have been playing a game called Factorio. You know what Factorio is? You know, it's a big automation. You know, you build a big factory, you get it going, you're mining, you're fighting bugs. If you have the Space Age DLC, then you go to other planets. I've really been feeling that itch, you know. Maybe it's just because everybody's playing it. And I'm like, oh man, it'd be so nice to play games with everybody. I don't want to buy it because it is $70, and I'm like, it's a bit expensive for me. I do own 2 of those kind of games that it's like Satisfactory, which I know my friend would dog on me for, and the Star Rapture. However, I can also do automation in the Minecraft server. So I think that's what I'm gonna end up doing. I'm gonna try to get. What I would love to do is, if you've seen my mystical agriculture farm, it's harvesting obviously one of each of the seeds that are like the ores and ender pearls and everything. I want to be able to get those, put them on a conveyor belt, put them into an auto crafter, have the auto crafter craft them into their materials, stick them in a chest, and then connect that chest to my system. Which I think I'm going to do a big old ME system. I think I'm going to make that transition sometime this month. Just because it'll be good. It'll be good to get that transfer, because I'm having a problem where like I just can't, like I have like, so my forges and my my Mystic Agriculture farm, I pump them in a chest. The problem is that they have stuff in the chest, and the interface that I use for my system is close to that chest, and so anytime I dump stuff, it puts it in my dump chest, and so it fills it up, and then when my furnace tries to deposit things, it gets held up by the hopper, it doesn't go into the system. Or on the Mystic Agriculture side, it puts it in a chest, can't transfer it, it gets stuck in the chest, and eventually we just start losing. We're just losing. I'm losing product, for lack of a better word. But yeah, that's about all I had to yap about. I'm super excited. I'm feeling good. I'm enjoying playing games again. I know I kind of slacked in January. You know, it is what it is. I was like, I can't wait to hit the ground running, and then January came, and I wouldn't say I was in a funk. I think I was just being lazy, if I'm being honest with y'all. Like literally no fault to anything. I mean, obviously I had my cousin move in, and so I think I feel a bit awkward recording while he's awake and everything. That's why I like record at nighttime. But like beyond that, the only reason I've not been doing anything is because I've been lazy. I've just been doing other things. I do apologize for all the people that like my streams. I'm sorry. I hear, like, the thing about streaming is like, it's the mindset of like, I want to like it. I like hanging out with people. However, it's also it kind of stresses me out because it's hard for me, if someone's watching me, it's hard for me to be like, I'm done, time to leave. If it's like, say I'm streaming and I'm like, oh, I'll probably stream to 4 o'clock. I hit 2:37, and somebody's sitting there yapping at me, and I'm like, I'm not really feeling the game. And especially if I'm on camera, I don't really like the live on camera action, just in case I do something like stupid or like hurt myself or fall. You know, if I do something embarrassing, you know, if I record it, I can just edit that out. Live, whole other thing. And so I've just generally had a better time just recording my content. As much as I would love to have that interaction with y'all, I know it's not the same in YouTube comments. Because trust me, I do miss the face of my usuals. I do miss having like yapping sessions with y'all. So I don't know, I'm thinking about getting a Sprite, and maybe that's how I would like, because I don't know, streaming's just weird, you know, because I'm locked down for a couple hours. Especially if no one shows up. That's a bit, you know, when no one shows up and you're streaming, it's a bit of a like a buzzkill. You're like, I could have just recorded this and then I could have uploaded it, and, you know, and it's like, but yeah, that's about it, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. I will be getting some more Outer Worlds 2 up and uploaded tonight. I did double upload Outer Worlds 2 today just because I was having a good time in Outer Worlds 2, guys. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I was having a fantastic time, and I was like, I'd rather just play Outer Worlds 2 than Lords of the Fallen or Cyberpunk. And yeah, I had a blast. I cannot wait to hop back into it. I will probably start Friday. We'll probably play Cyberpunk or maybe Lords of the Fallen. I really enjoyed Lords of the Fallen because it's new and it's not something I've experienced, and I'm looking forward to it. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I will see you all tomorrow, hopefully. I hope you all have a fantastic night, and yeah, here's to the start of the weekend, baby. Woo! Bye-bye, everybody.